got handcuffs.
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me about it.
And now he will finish his 90-day sentence in the Baltimore City jail.
What happens when loyalty shatters and the fighter-mentor bond crumbles under the weight of secrets and betrayal? This isn't just another tale from the boxing ring. We're talking about Gervonta "Tank" Davis, boxing's knockout king, now facing the fight of his life outside the ropes. Fresh out of a Dubai prison after a stunning federal raid, Tank has finally broken his silence, and he's dropping bombshells that nobody saw coming. The man behind these shocking revelations? None other than Floyd Mayweather, the legend, his former mentor, and now possibly the mastermind behind Tank's latest downfall. And the shocker? Tank's longtime coach, Calvin Ford, might have had a hand in this too.
Matter of fact, before they stopped it, I said every time I stop somebody, I called it out, didn't I?
Every time he come in the corner and talk to him, I said, yo, what you doing?
This is a story where friendship turns into betrayal, where hidden alliances get exposed, and where Gervonta Davis is forced to defend not only his freedom, but also his life. Strap in, because Tank's finally ready to tell his side of the story, and it's one that could shake the entire boxing world. So, let's dive into the chaos.
Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
Gervonta, you was charged. You got nothing to say, guys. Come with me. I'm your body.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
You got nothing to say.
Right now, 4:30, a boxing star bonding out of jail in Broward County and refusing to answer our questions.
All right, so here's how it all went down. Just a few weeks ago, Gervonta "Tank" Davis found himself in the middle of a scandal that spiraled into one of the biggest controversies of his career. And let's be real, this isn't just about a few misunderstandings or some bad luck. This is a full-on betrayal that's unraveling right before our eyes.
And in it, you can hear her screaming to that dispatcher to send help because she is in fear for her life.
The scene? Tank's Dubai mansion. Imagine the shock when federal agents stormed in, raiding his place and uncovering a stash of unregistered firearms and piles of unaccounted money. But wait, this wasn't some random operation. Tank's home had become the center of a high-stakes setup, and he was about to drop some revelations that turned the spotlight back on Floyd Mayweather. Yep, the guy who helped build him up also helped crash him down.
The young kid came up to me when he was a kid. Wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter."
After his release, Tank wasted no time setting the record straight. In an exclusive interview, he revealed that those firearms, they weren't for show. They were there for one reason: protection. Protection from who, you ask? None other than Floyd himself.
Bitch! I'ma kill that motherfucker! When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker! You crazy? I know the fuck you nigga playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up.
According to Tank, Floyd had a history of hiring guys to keep tabs on him, sometimes even spying on him while he was out for runs. Imagine that. You're out there training, focusing on your career, and suddenly you're looking over your shoulder, wondering if the man who once had your back is actually planning to take you down. It's no wonder Tank felt he needed protection.
You know he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situation.
I've been watching my back for a long time, Tank said in the interview. dropping hints that he always felt like someone close to him was feeding information to the wrong people. And when you're Gervonta Davis, known for your strength and skill in the ring, the idea of someone like Floyd stalking your every move is enough to make anyone nervous. But this was just the beginning. Now, let's talk about the money. The feds didn't just find a few dollar bills lying around. We're talking a massive stash of cash that raised all kinds of questions. Naturally, the authorities thought it was Tank's, possibly linked to some under-the-table dealings or who knows what. But then, Tank dropped the real bombshell. The money? It didn't belong to him. According to Tank, that cash was actually Floyd's, hidden away without Tank's knowledge.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
You heard that right. Tank claimed that Floyd, who was allegedly drowning in debt and facing financial troubles in Dubai, used his house as a secret stash spot for his money. But here's where it gets crazier. Tank didn't even know about it. The one who helped Floyd pull off this sneaky move? Calvin Ford, Tank's own coach, and until recently, his biggest supporter.
Who do you want to see? You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
For years, Calvin Ford was more than just a coach to Tank. He was a mentor, a father figure, someone who had Tank's back through every fight, every controversy, and every victory. Together, they were unstoppable.
Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be like all the way in it.
But all of that loyalty, that bond they had, it turned out to be just another layer in this twisted saga. Tank revealed that it was Ford who helped Floyd hide that money in his house, completely blindsiding him. Think about it. The guy Tank trusted most was secretly working with Floyd to use his home as a stash spot. No wonder Tank was furious. And the fallout from this betrayal? Let's just say it didn't end well. Tank made the hard decision to cut ties with Ford, firing the man who had been by his side for most of his career. Tank said, "This was a setup. I thought I could trust him, but it turns out loyalty doesn't mean anything to some people." But that's not all. If you think Floyd was just sitting back while this all went down, think again. After Tank's arrest and the explosive revelations, Floyd quickly jumped on social media to paint himself as the victim. "I've always been there for Tank," he said, playing the role of a misunderstood mentor, but Tank wasn't having any of it.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
In the interview, he didn't hold back, suggesting that Floyd had been plotting against him for months, if not years. Floyd's got his hands in a lot of things, Tank hinted. He painted a picture of a mentor who knew his every weakness, a legend who wasn't above using his influence to keep Tank in check. or worse, take him down.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He feel as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this.
Deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
This is exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
And Floyd's revenge didn't just stop with money. Tank dropped another revelation that had fans shaking their head. Floyd had supposedly been sharing Tank's training secrets with none other than Frank Martin, one of Tank's previous opponents. Yep, you heard that right. Floyd wasn't just watching Tank's back. He was sharing his every move, his every strategy with the competition. Talk about a low blow.
I remember you talking about doing the pad work with Floyd, and he said you got the speed and the power to be a world champ. What did that do for your confidence? You can hear that from anybody, but Floyd is Floyd.
It was just motivation, you know, because at that time too, man, I ain't had that IQ that I got now. So at that point, I was just really going off natural athleticism. So for him to tell me that at that time, getting deeper in my bag, trying to understand the game.
It's not like basketball where you got to depend on people. It's not like football. Like the work that you put in reflects directly with your results. People don't even know the amount of hours that y'all put into this.
We ain't got no backup. We got a bad day, whatever. We ain't got nobody to come through for us. It's all on you.
With all this drama unfolding, Calvin Ford's involvement couldn't be ignored. Tank wasn't shy about laying the blame squarely on his former coach. I trusted him like family, Tank said. But when someone you consider family stabs you in the back for a payday, it's a different kind of pain. He revealed that Ford had secretly been helping Floyd for months, agreeing to keep that unaccounted cash in Tank's mansion without ever letting Tank in on the scheme. Ironic how on social media, Ford was all anti-Floyd, but no one really knew what was going down behind the scenes.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness, and you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we're seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man, 'cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Not to mention, Tank has a fight against Lamont Roach that he'll be heading into without Calvin Ford in his corner. Now that one is already getting heated as we get closer to fight night. And Lamont Roach is looking sharp. Pros think it's going to be a tough one for Tank to pull this off, especially now he has cut ties with Calvin Ford.
How you were like, you call my name, I'm coming through. What went into that decision? And you just like, no hesitation, I'm gonna take this fight?
Because I know I'm the best. I just know I'm the best. I'm not a small 130-pounder for all the people who don't know. And on top of that, Tank is he's not a big guy. Actually probably bigger than him in stature, height and body mass wise. So, it's not really like a big difference. I'll be more comfortable at 135 pounds, 5 pounds less to lose. And, it's just, that's one of the things that definitely factored in. And the fact that I know that I am one of the best in the world, so I'm able to compete. We have history. We fought twice in the amateurs, and it's about that time.
But hey, that still didn't slow Tank down. He already has a new coach, Derek James. This guy knows his stuff.
But then you realize, hey, I've been winning all this time. People, you lose every day of your life. You do whatever it is, you losing every day of your life. But you judging me because I'm living my dream and I'm winning, right? And you lose a fight. It's not that serious, right? Because I think that it's entertainment. First of all, it's entertainment.
And get this, Derek James has a history with Tank. James actually trained Frank Martin, Tank's recent opponent. Yeah, this is where things get wild. Derek James has been studying Tank for a while now. He knows how he fights. But instead of trying to figure out ways to stop Tank, he's now been called upon to train him for his next fight.
Y'all got to watch these guys,
Right,
man.
he's a good fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Glove champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad. If you're gonna add one.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yes, young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So you got to understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's going to be amazing. And listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was going to say, I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, the same way, yeah.
Yeah, like
they've sparred before the same way, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know how it went. I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I know him, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys there. Gervonta, I think, will be probably the toughest one.
The question on everyone's mind now, what's next for Gervonta Davis? This scandal has already taken a huge toll on his career. Sponsors are pulling out, fans are divided, and Tank's once unbreakable reputation has taken a serious hit. Remember that fight with Lamont Roach? Yep. Even that is now postponed to January.
When can we expect this fight with Tank, G?
The end of January, hopefully. That's what I've been hearing. I'm not with the promotional company, so I'm the last one to know when it comes to the business, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'm thinking January, that's what I've been getting, that's what I've been hearing. That's when they told me that they'd push it back. So we just looking to lock in the date for January.
So they changed, but fight for sure happening.
Fight for sure happening, 100%.
But just when you thought this story couldn't get any juicier, there's one more twist. Floyd, ever the strategist, has reportedly been spotted training with Shakur Stevenson, one of Tank's biggest rivals. It's like Floyd is trying to send a message. Tank's out, and he's putting his weight behind Shakur.
Floyd, when you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? Who you would put where?
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
What is it about him? Because I know you have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level.
The boxing world is buzzing with rumors about what this alliance means. Is Floyd trying to create a new protege to replace Tank? Or is this just another power move in his endless game of manipulation? With Floyd, you never know. Whatever it is, one thing's for sure. Tank's got a long road ahead of him, both inside and outside the ring.
Yeah, I was in the gym with him before I was, when I went to the gym with him, people don't know this, but I had went to the gym with him off camera, nobody seen it. And I was kind of like begging him to spar me.
And I remember I had a hurt hand at the time. I'm like, man, I don't care. I'll use one hand in there. I just want to get in there with Floyd.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, he was older at the time, so he wasn't the same Floyd Mayweather. I want to say this was like a year, maybe 2 years ago. So, yeah, I've been in the gym with him before. He correct certain things. Floyd even called me, I want to say like 3 weeks ago, and, you know, showed me some new tricks. So at the end of the day, he still, you know, show a lot of love to me.
This is going to be a tough one to bounce back from. Let's see if Tank can make a comeback. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.